Okay, so I'm gonna explain what my pixel perfect camera template does and show it a little bit. So this is the pixel perfect template. It has some couple heads that moves around, a few static objects, and then you can move your character by dragging it around. If you can see right now, the advanced version of it is disabled, but it has some basic stuff going on. So as you can see, it automatically fits any resolution, and there are like no pixel artifacts whatsoever, like the pixels are at all the correct size. But without the advanced portion, there's still some issues, like if you look at the static background object, they don't all move at the same speed. I'm not sure if it's noticeable in my recording, but like sometimes they move by like 1 pixel and then come back without having like actual artifacts, like pixels being bigger or smaller. So what my template does is it makes your game fit automatically whatever resolution, which is like super useful for mobile, but it also works on desktop. And it also eliminates pixels of varying sizes, so everything's the same size. And then there's also an advanced portion here, and if I activate it and turn this part off, it makes everything smooth as butter, and all of the background objects are completely synchronized with the rest of the objects. Most of what this does is it generates like a couple resolution candidates that are pixel perfect. If you look at the bottom, there's like a black bar that sometimes is formed. That's to make sure that the resolution is pixel perfect compatible, but if you go full screen, it disappears because it's, you know, compatible with full screen resolutions, because full screen resolutions are usually ideal for pixel perfect because they're like nice and rounded numbers. What else there's to show? Oh yeah, I can show what happens if you don't use this at all. So if I keep this disabled and I turn this off, and change like full screen mode to like, we're gonna try with letterbox integer scale. Now everything, the movement is like not fluid at all, and there's those huge black areas. That's like really not ideal. And even now there's like some stuttering, like pixels not moving at the same time with the static objects. And if we try like not letterbox, as you can see, there's like tons of rendering errors everywhere and pixels change size. It's a nightmare. So yeah, this is basically what my pixel perfect camera template does. I hope you like it and you buy it. Otherwise, you can also follow me on Patreon and stuff and join my Discord, blah 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 blah. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Um, no, I think we're good. I mean, there was, but I'm forgetting. So, yeah. Yeah, this is not good. Oh, yeah. This is like pretty much the only asset in the store that does this. The price is pretty high, but if you're like a student or something, you can like contact me personally through social media or whatever, and I can like give you a free copy, because I know it's expensive and students don't always have the most money. But yeah, I don't want to make it cheap, because I wanted to make sure that no one would just like buy it for cheap and then just give it to everyone else, because I've put like, I don't know, over 200 or 300 hours into this. It was like really difficult to figure out. So
Hey.
So yeah, I hope you like it. I worked really hard, and it's some good shit. The template itself is relatively simple. Basically, you open both this and your project in the same construct window, and then you copy paste this. Wait, no, you need to add 3 objects to your project. You need to add the browser platform info and an array that you call resolution list. It's all like, there's like instructions, so you shouldn't worry about that. And then you just copy paste this event, and this is gonna make the whole resolution thing and remove most of the pixel artifacts. And then there's also like an advanced part of this, which is like a little more, how do you say, invested. It requires a lot more work, especially if you're like super deep into your project, because it might require like some changes to your project if you have like a bunch of behaviors like bullets and stuff, because for this to work, it kind of like places object on a pixel grid that it creates, but if your objects are moving with behaviors or something, it might interfere with their movement. But there's also instructions on how to keep using behaviors and make your objects that are controlled by a behavior, like your sprites or whatever, you can make them invisible, put them in a container with another sprite, and then make that sprite the visible part of your object, and then that visible part is the one that's going to be put on the pixel grid without altering its like trajectory or physics or whatever. So yeah, there's like tons of instructions, and it's super well made, and I hope you like it. Bye bye.